It is now 8 elections on the bounce since Ghana in 1992 abandoned the bullet course and embraced the ballot box as means of electing our leaders. December 7, 2020 is undoubtedly receding into history, but issues of cathedral proportions remain. They include the demand by former President Mahama for forensic audit of the results and the implications of a hung parliament for a nation sharply divided on partisan lines. For journalists, safety issues and professional assessment on how they cover the polls are of paramount importance. With the usual charitable but substantial support from the U.S. Embassy, the GJA held a series of training programs and stakeholder engagement, dubbed Media Convention, which covered journalists from all over the country. We also trained a number of local language presenters, social media influencers, and political party spokespersons with funding from Star Ghana. The impact of these initiatives reflected to a large extent in the reportorial flair and conspicuous dazzle of most journalists on election day. The subsequent expert synthesis and professional analysis of the results also gave credit to the media's performance and the country's democratic advancement. In some instances, however, the partisan slants of a few media houses was too heavy and the ethical breaches were too nasty. Despite all these shortfalls, the GJA is principally of the opinion that the overall quality of media coverage of the 2020 elections was and is still appreciably high. It is common knowledge that every issue in Ghana, except perhaps the air we breathe, is refracted in partisan lenses. So what is custom to Party A is contraband to Party B. We are also accustomed to the fondness of political parties to praise the media when they win, and the proneness of some parties to attack the media when they lose. On a very serious note, the vertiginous rise and explosive tone of the raging attacks on certain journalists and media houses are unacceptable. The trend calls for immediate response from our security agencies. The GJA seizes the opportunity to once again express its deepest solicitude with and strongest solidarity for all journalists and media houses in Ghana as we sharpen and maintain an obsessive focus on the safety of journalists. We urge them to avoid areas and behaviors which may compromise their physical integrity and undermine their professional responsibility. We should all bear in mind that the national interest is bigger than the sum of the ambitions of the political parties and their followers. And the national interest dictates that the media joint moves to dust ourselves off and pick ourselves up after the closely fought but breezy elections, which threatened to shake the fundamental underpinnings of Ghana's democracy. Once again, thank you all for attending this forum. We hope that the observations to be made and lessons to be learned here will shape a better coverage of election 2024. Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year.